I've never said anything personal to anybody. There's no venom, there's no animus. I'm simply saying that when you raise the people's taxes, these are budgetary choices that your government is making in terms of your money. So if we have a deficit, and the way in which the council decides to close the deficit is to raise your taxes 40% over the last few years, to do a sale-leaseback that is frankly a gimmick. You might as well pull the credit card out. Again, we got $40 million in. You're going to pay $125 million to get $40 million in. I think those are bad choices, right? We laid off almost 170 cops. I think those are bad choices. We gutted neighborhood services. I think those are bad choices. And while they did that, what they didn't look at are these perks, right, are these cars. And the council did give themselves, they call it longevity bonuses. So they don't call that a raise. So in the city of Newark, they give themselves a longevity bonus in 2011 so that your council makes $85,000. Jersey City, which is the same size as the city of Newark, they make $33,000. What I'm saying simply is, before I look at you and take more money out of your pocket, I'm not going to drive around in a car. That's outrageous. I'm not going to increase my salary or raise your taxes 40%. That's outrageous. I'm not going to lay off your cops while we have a culture of nepotism in the city. That's outrageous. That sort of stuff is already illegal in most parts of the United States, but that's part of our culture. So when you even critique it, then it's venomous. No, let's just move into the 21st century in terms of how we make our budgetary decisions. So what I'm saying is we have to have a different approach to our budget. I didn't even talk about this. It's also poor practice. It's not about attacking anybody. We pass our budget late every year. In 2012, there are 566 municipalities in the city of Newark, and Moody's reported this themselves. You can look it up, Moody's, which is the rating service. We passed our budget second to last. We were 565 out of 566. That's when Moody's downgraded our credit rating. So when we have to borrow, we have to pay more. They downgraded it to 3 notches above junk bond status. And you can look it up. Look up Moody's credit rating. It's on Google. You can look it up and find out yourself. You can Google that in 2011, the council agreed to longevity bonuses of 5%. They don't call it raises, but the bottom line is you pay more for those salaries. That's about the budgetary choices we make. To answer your question, yes, I believe in term limits, period. There's no equivocation. I think 2 terms is good, 3 max. I absolutely agree in term limits. You need to rotate leadership. Part of the problem we have in the city of Newark is you got the same folk doing the same thing for 40, 50 years. It's the same 3 or 4 families, and it goes